Hi y'all, I'm Allison. Time to start setting up my July TBR. Gonna get the help of my Sims once again. And this month we are going on a road trip up to Wisconsin. So I will be trying to get some books off of my Nook onto this list so I can take more with me without loading up the car with a ton of books. Planning ahead, I hope. I also, since I'm going on this trip, don't know how much reading I'll get done this month, but I'm going to try my best. So let's find out which one's going to be my prompted mood read, and then we'll go on into the game. So I'm hoping that the game will give me 5 books, but you know, those little Sims, they like to take matters into their own hands. And my last one will be my mood read, unless they give me extra. All right, let's go fire up the computer and see what's going to happen. Here we are at Kiwi's house. She should be outside in just a moment to greet us. She lives here with her 2 children, Lillet and Leyden. She was a bartender for the challenge I had to do, and she spent the majority of her money on her house. So a lot of the rooms are still bare, but that's not what we're here for. We're here to find out what books I will be reading in July. So what we're going to do is have Kiwi select a book for us and find out what it's going to be. In fact, we have a handy little bookcase right here. So the way this works, Goldie, my roving librarian, who is at work right now, has brought over all of the books that my Sims have been writing through the course of this multi-generational challenge I've been doing. And when the books were written, the titles were just changed to a reading prompt. Kiwi is not happy. So, and then we use the prompt to pick a book. She's just gonna give you a house tour. Look, her sister came to visit. Here is Kimchi. Okay, let's see what we got. A random phrase. This is one that I put in recently and haven't tried it yet. So this should be interesting. Depending on how much you use random generators, you may not be aware that randomwordgenerator.com also has other ones that you can choose, including one for a phrase generator. We're not going to use this one. We're going to generate a new phrase, and I hope we get a good one that I can turn into a reading prompt. Mouth-watering, delicious, something that looks or tastes appetizing. All right, so Kiwi is trying to start me off with a little bit of a challenge. So, mouth-watering, that's a phrase I can definitely work with. It makes me think of food. So I'm going to go with a book that I asked for Christmas and haven't gotten to read yet. And that's With the Fire on High by Elizabeth Acevedo. And we have a... Okay, I'm cutting back in here with some breaking news. Are y'all ready for this? My new box just arrived from Once Upon a Book Club, and it's a book that I actually had my eye on at the store not 30 minutes ago. Fake It Till You Bake It by Jamie Wesley. This fits my first prompt, mouth-watering, perfectly, and I'm excited for this one. We have a reality star. Jada Townsend Matthews becomes the most reviled woman in America for turning down a marriage proposal on a reality dating show. So when she goes home to lick her wounds, she finds herself working at a bakery alongside the uptight owner, who is a professional football player, Donovan Dell. So a reporter mistakenly believes that Jada and Donovan are an item, and the 2 realize they can use this misunderstanding to promote the bakery and repair Jada's tarnished reputation. So fake dating, bakery, and reality shows, which for some reason I love in my books right now. So I am going to bump With the Fire on High, which I am still excited to read and will get in a future TBR. And I am going to try this new release. Plus, it has presents. All right, back to the regular. Let's go back into the game and check in with Kiwi's daughter. All right, so let's get Lillet to pick a book for me. I don't know if the bookcase in the kitchen isn't working. Let me try it again. We'll have her read something. She is named after a French aperitif wine that is made of a blend of Bordeaux grapes and fortified with citrus liqueurs, if you didn't know. With her mom being a bartender and dedicated to the party life because of the challenge, her children were named accordingly. Okay, let's see what we've got. A retelling from his POV. Okay, this is another prompt that comes up quite a bit. I don't mind it because I have quite a few of them. We're going to dip back into the Regency era with Colonel Brandon's Diary by Amanda Grange. This is a retelling of Sense and Sensibility from Colonel Brandon's point of view. So I am looking forward to this one. Back to The Sims. Leyden, her brother, is up next. And let's make him use the bookcase upstairs. I picked his name based on some kind of a drink or bartender term or something, and I looked it up and I can't find what it means anymore. The only thing I could find is there is a Leyden winery. So I don't know if that's where it came from. So anyway, yeah, it's just a mystery. Oh, looks like somebody smashed the dollhouse. All right, let's see what we're gonna get. The TBR Zebra. I get to draw from the jar. These are my unread vet. And did he just pass gas? I think that's what he did. Men, right? He's actually a teenager. Doesn't look like it. All right, Leyden's going to make me pull out the jar. So let's see which vet I am going to have to read this month. It's my Zebra. If you've watched any of my videos, you've sure to see this thing. It comes out quite a lot, which is good because it's quite full. So let's see which one I'm finally going to get to read. I don't have a surface near me this time. Okay, it is, oh no, Beowulf. The only reason I say oh no is I think this one is poetry. Yes, it's poetry. I have never read it. Not what I expected, but definitely a vet. This puppy has been sitting here for a very long time. I do like, since it's the Barnes & Noble edition, it'll have the notes and footnotes, introduction and everything, which will help. Back into the game. I think it will be Goldie's turn. Okay, Goldie's at work. You know, she's a workaholic, but I'm going to bring her home, and this is probably really going to make her angry, so she's not going to take it out on me when she picks a book. She's hoping to watch TV, but we're going to tell her to read something. Give me something good, Goldie. At least they're not giving me extras. I shouldn't have said that. Oh, God, it's a blue cover. Oh, no, no, no. Did I just jinx myself? I sure do like coming in here to read. Why, when you've got a couch right there? I'm afraid. Oh, okay. Scratch that. I get to remove any title from my list after everything's picked. So nice. So that means we could potentially only have 4 books this time. Now, I do have to have her pick again. Let's have her go back in there and find something else. I get some power this month. I like that. It's going to come really handy with this trip I've got coming up. If anybody is wanting to download this house, I will put my OriginID up here for you, and it will be in the gallery. So you can finish decorating it.
Jeffina, Wixona.
Ivanovich. Perfect. Goldie must be in an incredible mood today because she was so kind to me. I get to drop any book I want off the list at the end whenever we're done. And she picked Ivanovich. It's a double whammy. No, whammies are bad. It's a... I don't even know. It's too good to, I don't even have a word for it. It's just perfect. I am so excited for this one, which may seem odd because the next one up for Ivanovich for me would be More Plums in One, which is books 4, 5, and 6. Here is the cover. And whenever I go on a vacation, I always take Stephanie Plum and Grandma Mauser with me. Mauser? Because it's perfect. Perfect read for a vacation because you can easily pop in and out of the book without losing your place. And yes, my vacation read. They were going with me no matter what. And now it's officially on my TBR. Even though this puppet is going to be really big because it's 3 books. But that's okay. Let's get back into the game and see if... Let's see. Yeah, we'll go back into the game and bug Kiwi one more time. Okay, we need one more book. Let's get Kiwi back over here and have her pick one. She's using the computer. I will also be starting the next reading challenge on Storygraph for anybody who's on there. I've been breaking it down into quarters, so for every 3 months I'm kicking it off. This will start the July, August, September reading challenge, and it will have the prompts that I'm using from The Sims. So if anybody's wanting to use these prompts with your own books, it will be available on Storygraph. Hopefully I'll get that put up tonight. No, oh God. Oh, did y'all see that? When will I learn? They give, and then they take. Kiwi's giving 2 more books to my list. I guess she didn't like the fact that Goldie was going to let me off easy this month. So instead of 5, we'll be pulling 7 books today, and then I get to drop one at the end. So let's have Kiwi pick a prompt this time, and hopefully it'll be something good. Okay, so now we have to redraw for this one.
Oh.
And add 2 new books. So at least Goldie gave me the scratch that. So we'll only have 6 when I'm done. Knock on wood. Oh, she found $3 in the couch. A debut. Okay. I can work with that. I have quite of those sitting on my shelves, but this is my prompted mood read, so I don't have to choose one today. More than likely, I will get one of my Once Upon a Book Club boxes and read another one of those to free up some space on the shelf. All right, let's go back in. We were supposed to be done, but now we're going to have to get Lillet to pick another one for me, thanks to her mother. So let's get Lillet to come back and pick another one. And I just realized they're using the couch. I kind of went for, I was thinking like 50s kind of look when I started this one. So it's kind of got pinks and turquoise throughout it. All right, I hope it's a good one. You've got to be kidding me. Oh, shoot. They're vindictive. They just... Okay. That's because I said I only had 6. I'm not saying anything else. We have to redraw to get an actual prompt and add another one to the list. So we've added 3.
Oh, Grasha.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh, she found some money too. No way. Oh my God. Oh. I'm going to be spinning the wheel of shame.
Ah.
Okay. Let's do this again.
Oh. Well, Holly K.
Read something, Lillet. They're just evil. I can't... Okay, where's she going? I'm afraid. What part of I'm going out of town and probably won't have much time to read do they not get? To read pile. Okay, Storygraph. I can do that. All right, let's sign into Storygraph. So we're going to go down here to the read pile, and it has 6 books on there. I'm going to refresh this, and then I'm going to have to choose one of the books that pops up in this list. I hope it's something good. I'm already reading Sword of Kings in this series. This is part of the 39 Clues, so if I choose this one, I'll just go to book 1 in the series. And this is part of Percy Jackson. I wanted books that are on my Nook, and Napoleon's Pyramids is, and I believe it's first in the series. Yes, it is. It's Ethan Gage. It's a historical mystery. And I've really been enjoying mysteries lately, so I think this is what I'll pick. All right, so I think I've read this one a long time ago, but I never really continued on with the series. I'm excited to get back into it. This is Napoleon's Pyramid by William Dietrich. And we've got Irrepressible Gage travels with Napoleon's expedition to Egypt in an attempt to solve a 6,000-year-old riddle with the help of a mysterious medallion. So this is an adventure, historical fiction theme, kind of Indiana Jones style. So it should be a good time. I'm looking forward to that one. And since it's on my Nook, it will be going to Wisconsin with me. Back to the game because we still need more books. And let's go bother Kiwi's son, Leyden. Let's keep going. Leyden, it's your turn. Hopefully he'll be nicer to me than his sister was. We will see. I'm afraid. Moon on the cover. Okay, I can do that. So I am going to go with a Once Upon a Book Club pick, and that is The Oceanography of the Moon by Goldie Vanderaa. And this one came in this year. I'll put the month on the screen. I'm not sure off the top of my head. But we have Riley Mays. After the untimely death of her mother and aunt, she moves from Chicago to her cousin's Wisconsin farm. So, Wisconsin. And she found solace caring for her adoptive brother. 10 years later, enter Vaughn Orr. He is a writer suffering from writer's block, and apparently he has his own tragedy in his past. And he recognizes a shared need to keep heartbreaking secrets buried. But if Riley and Vaughn want to have a future, they're going to have to find a way to deal with their past. So I think this one is supposed to be a rich story told of deep emotion, haunting regrets, and the hopeful path of redemption. So I don't know. This one might pack a little wallop in here, but I do like the cover. So, and we have our moon. There we go. Back in the game for, what is this, book 8 now? I've lost track. So, Goldie. Maybe she can give us another scratch that. Oh my God, he did it again. Yeah. Bad manners, Leyden. Okay, Goldie is asleep. I feel like at least once in every game of this, I have to at least wake somebody up. I still can't believe they added so many. Back into here. You have a comfy couch right next to the bookcase, and you come all the way in here. Hobnail jar. This is from the reread. Okay. Actually, I don't mind that. So let me grab my hobnail jar, which has been moved. It's actually a mason jar now. These are old books on my shelves that I have read, but forgotten. So there's not many in here. These are ones that I want to give a reread. So let me see if I can get my too big hand in here and just grab one. I hope it's going to be good. I remember what happened. I think I repurposed the jar it was in. Okay, we've got, oh no, the Scarlet Letter. Okay, not bad, just isn't turning out to be the fun vacation beach read summer list that I was looking for. Why I'm surprised, I don't know. It is the Sims that are controlling my fate. Scarlet Letter by Nathaniel Hawthorne. I read this back in high school, a required reading for everybody. We have a Puritan village. Hester Prynne, I believe was her name. Gets branded with the letter A after everyone becomes aware that she has committed adultery. And this is about her living with that, being ostracized by the society and everything. So it has been a very long time since I've read it. And at least it's a little one. More classics. Okay, let's move on. Back in the game one more time. Hopefully Kiwi is done messing with me and wants to get back to her own life. But let's go find out. Okay, Kiwi, be nice to me. I gave you this beautiful home. You had a good life. By the way, she died of old age. I just brought her back through the gallery to do my TBR game. Color and title. All right. I think I'm actually starting to run out of those. And this will actually allow, whoa, I'm stepping over Lily. She's at my feet. So this will allow me to finish off a series. This is parts 3 and 4 of The Haunting of Derek Stone, which is a middle grade series by Tony Abbott. I got this at my kids' book fairs way back in the day. So the first one is The Red House. Trying to get the glare off of here. And then we've got The Ghost Road. I'll just go ahead and read them both. It's short. It's middle grade. So we've got 14-year-old Derek. Discovered there's a rift between the veil, the living and the non-living. And he's got to get that puppy closed. There's zombies and all sorts of things. And I really enjoyed part 1 of this. So it'll be nice to have a nice light read with zombies on my list. So there we go. Whew. They were a little vindictive. But it's almost expected with The Sims. It's just how it goes, right? I do still need to pick out 2 more books and drop one off of my list. I need one for Read Your Bookshelf and for Buzzword. Read Your Bookshelf is a book you have been avoiding. Perfect timing for this because we just did the Trash My TBR videos. I'm going to read the Dante Club because it seemed like this sparked more of a conversation, and I'll let y'all know if it's actually a good read for those of you who have it sitting on your shelves or were interested in it. So we'll go with the Dante Club by Matthew Pearl. And for Buzzword, it was a bookish word on the title. It doesn't get more bookish than the word book. This is By the Book by Jasmine Guillory, and this is the second book in the Meant to Be novel, Meant to Be series. The first one was If the Shoe Fits. I love this. It is different authors, so I'm hoping I love Jasmine Guillory as much. But basically what it is, it's a retelling of Beauty and the Beast in contemporary times. So based on the first book, I'm really excited for this one. This just came out not too long ago, so we will see how it goes. Oh, I get to drop a book. No surprise, I think I want to drop one of these because having both of them on my list this month is a bit much. I'm going to drop The Scarlet Letter. Just going to put that piece of paper back in the jar, and this is going to go back on the shelf. I'm actually going to read Beowulf because I do know The Scarlet Letter. I just haven't read it in a long time. And I'm not as familiar with Beowulf, and this is the perfect little nudge that I need to actually read this epic poem. So there we go. Since I'm going out of town this month, and I don't know how much reading I'll get done, plus I need to film video ahead of time, so hopefully there won't be a gap. If there is, y'all know why. I don't know how much reading I'm going to get to be able to do. So this might be just a pipe dream. Taking that into consideration, if I fail my TBR by not reading at least half, I'm not going to add to my Wheel of Shame this month because it's just, That's too much pressure. You know, I've got to be able to prepare for this trip and not worry about having to add an extra book. It's just not realistic. Oh, I will be back in hopefully just a couple of days on the 1st with my round of Just Spin It to see which other books I'll be reading this month. All right. I hope y'all enjoyed. It's time for me to head out, and I will check you next time.